Flight boss, bitch, you know, for sure. You're now listening to the Mind of an Taurus Moon. I'm the Archangel Uriel, and I'm here to carry out God duties and motherfucking responsibilities. And right now, we're going to talk about, if your sun sign is Virgo, this is what the energies you're going to be dealing with for today. Slightly tomorrow, but tomorrow we're coming in with a whole new one. And a lot earlier. I got caught off track today, but that's here or there. Let's get to work. Now, off the back, as far as your actions, the way you act and how you view and how you see things, off the back is square today's energy, sun. So, the only thing that you're going to share in common is you're going to feel the need to communicate, you're going to feel the need to analyze, you're going to feel the need to think. But on totally two different paths. See, right now, today's sun wants you to add forms of communication. But see, with Virgo, right here, you like to add more practicality. And practicality makes sense. But a lot of times when people like to be free thinkers and just analyze and create ideas, when you're too busy trying to criticize ideas, analyze others' ideas, and not have really any idea of your own and trying to see how other things works and things of that nature, that's where this square comes in effect without Mercury. Now, because anytime there's a square, that's a learning process. So now, as a Virgo, you're going to have to learn how to not be so practical, not be so cynical right now, not be so critical right now, not even be so detail-oriented right now. Relax, calm your nerve, calm down, and just analyze and think for the sake of conversation. Don't analyze and think for the sake of being practical. Analyze and think for the sake of conversation. And if someone's conversation form or way they're doing it doesn't make sense or things of that nature, that's not your job to criticize or do anything of that nature right now, because you're going to fall right back into the negative aspect of the square that's going on with you right now. To stay in the positive of it is to stay in the realm of reality, because Mercury right there allows Geminis and Virgos to get along, and then do that. One person can add their practicality, one person can add their idealistic. But for you, sun sign Virgo, you only can think about yourself. Now, as you being a Virgo, you still have to learn how to apply, because you could be in front of a person who's not a Gemini. It's just the actual energies that's going on right now in all circumstances. So you being a sun sign Virgo, so your actions and the way you see things right now, a lot of times you need to calm your nerve and you need to relax on the criticizing and the practicality and the reality of the situation, and learn how to add ideas and from others and communicate them effectively without communicating the criticism within it. Now, that's as far as your actions. Now, and if you know a Gemini will be able to help you with this right now, because y'all already get along. So, now let's get into Aquarius. Now, the moon is in Aquarius. So people's emotional response to you and the vibrations that's going on around people, places, and things, as far as your sun sign being a Virgo right now, you're going to be able to understand this a little bit also, but not to the max like Gemini, because right here you have an Earth planet ruled by like an air type of planet. So you have an Earth sign ruled by a air type of planet. And when you go to Aquarius is an air sign ruled by like an earthy type of planet, like Saturn, or reality-based planet. So this is where they may share, but this is where they may differ. Because right now, when you're being mutable, like your actions, the way you act and how you see things, so when you're going out trying to look at the details of things, trying to understand how other people make things work and stuff like that, with the moon being in Aquarius, you're going to throw people off. Because with the moon being in Aquarius, people around you are going to expect you to have your own thoughts. And that even goes for moon and Aquarius people. They like people who have their own thoughts. They like to consider their own thoughts. They don't like people who who want to dive in deep into other people's thoughts and how other people are doing stuff wrong and how other people are making shit up and shit like that, or whatever, this, that, and the third. Aquarius is not concerned with that. Aquarius is more concerned of, do you have your own thoughts? Do you have your own ideas? If you need someone else to think for you, you can't even be in my circle. So, you know what I'm saying? A lot of times, Virgos don't need people to think for them, but they also don't think anything is wrong for that. You know what I'm saying? Because they like to work on things. So, and schedule. So, if they need help with scheduling or things of that nature like that, that's part of what they do. They actually are the helpers. They actually help other people do these things. So, for the most part, when you're going to try to be too helping or try to help others or feel like you need to criticize others like that, it's going to be you're going to receive a negative energy from that, because Aquarius is not for that. Aquarius is more freedom. Aquarius is more like to be uniquely themselves and do things for themselves. So the moment you come in trying to tell them what they're doing wrong or how they do things like that, you're going to get a non-response and get a disappearing of that Aquarius in your life. But for the most part, just the moon in general, this is what you need to do by your sun being in Virgo. You need to not criticize and not analyze too much, and still lighten up your load and not be too practical right now. It's okay to be practical with your day-to-day measures, but don't go attacking that onto others people's day-to-day measures. You see what I'm saying? Whatever you got to do to keep yourself in a routine every day, that's on you. But now is not the time to try to practicalize everybody else's when they're doing a bunch of spontaneous and careless things. These type of energies right now may be necessary for experience right now. So you need to understand that when things get a little crazy and don't make sense, that doesn't necessarily mean that they're doing something wrong and you have to criticize it or analyze it to the point that you don't understand it for yourself. You see what I'm saying? Now with today's Mercury is in Gemini. So right here, the way people are going to think, communicate, and analyze about you and your actions is in good taste. Just try not to go overboard with the criticizing and the detailing and the not having the and having the ability to dissect someone else's point of view, but not necessarily having a point of view for themselves. So you have to understand that also. Like a Virgo can understand how things work with the snap of a finger, but when it comes to try to understand how things work to them, that's when they could get nervous or nerve-wracking or unsure or self-doubt or feel unappreciated or unloved to the point that they feel undeserving. You know what I'm saying? Because Venus lacks here. So you have to learn how to not do that. Now, as far as with Mercury being in Gemini, you're not dealing with any type of immediate energies affected your way to the point that you have to do any type of super arguing or any type of super thinking for anyone else or anything like that. Right now, you can do it if you want to, or you don't have to do it. It's semi things, because it's still a square, but you see Mercury rules Virgo, so it's like Mercury is not going to allow. See, it's different than the sun. But Mercury itself is not going to allow the effects of the square to be as prominent. You know what I'm saying? It's going to allow you Virgo sons to think and communicate and analyze based upon practicality. But based upon your sun being in Virgo and today's sun being in Gemini, that's why that was a kind of different description. But by Mercury being in Gemini, it's going to lessen that on the mind. Lessen the overthinking. So you're not going to overthink as much, but you still may be nerve-wracking a little bit from time to time and have to force yourself to do other things to calm down. But at the same time, you're not going to be witnessing all kind of woos and woes when it comes to thinking and analyzing and communicating. You see what I'm saying? Just based upon your actions, on when you start to think, should I take this action or shouldn't I? Should I view things in this way or shouldn't I? Just when you get in troubles with that, but with the Mercury, no. You see what I'm saying? Now, when we get to Taurus, Venus is in Taurus. So this is a trine right here. So Venus is, by Venus being in Taurus, this trines, and anytime there's a trine, that's a gift. So it trines your sun. So your actions, the way you act and how you see things, has the gift of being loved, appreciated, being valued, being related. So right now, you may feel a little bit more appreciated than you did yesterday, or I ain't even gonna say yesterday, I'm gonna say last week. You see what I'm saying? And what you love and appreciate and what you value here is basically in the same realms of reality of what everybody should be appreciating. Everybody should be valuing. You know what I'm saying? You're not diving too deep into your indulging. You're not you're concerned about your love for work and your love for detail. You know what I'm saying? So you're not doing things out of pocket. Also, when it comes to the sun, your sun trining today's Venus, you have the gift showing love, appreciation, and value, and relativeness, and compromising off your actions. You just got to kick it in gear, because you know, like a gift is something that you have, but you're not always activating it because you already have it. You know you have it. But when it comes here, once you activate it, your actions and how you see things actually has the gift of compromising, or has the gift of being relatable. And that's just today. Have the gift of being relatable, have the gift of being fair, have the gift of being balanced, and not too overboard and chaotic and self-doubt and all that. Now, when it comes into Mars is Mars is in Cancer. So Mars is sextiling your sun. So right here, this creates an opportunity. Because anytime there's a sextile, that's an opportunity. So what happens here is, with this opportunity that you're going to receive, it could be good or bad based upon the description. Now, your actions and the way you act and how you see things is going to witness all kind of opportunities to be seen as your intentions, your willpower, your desires, your passions. So your passions and your desires right now, you're going to witness a lot of opportunities to attack them. You're going to witness a lot of opportunities to act on these things, to view these things, to see them. And actually, because Mars carry out the duties and obligations of the sun, and sextile is opportunity. So right here, this gives Mars an opportunity to carry out the duties and obligations of your sun. Now, your sun is how you act, your actions, and how you see things, and how you view things. So however you seeing things and what you see yourself doing and where you see yourself at in life, Mars is going to present a bunch of opportunities in your life right now in order for you to have intentions and willpower or desire or passion to bring this into this existence. Now, that's why I said it's positive for you to it's good for you to stay positive other than negative, because you could be creating opportunities for negative circumstances. So understand that also. But you're going to have opportunities in that realm of reality, period, whether they're good or bad. When your sun is sextiling Mars, you're going to witness your actions and the way you act, going to witness opportunities to be carried out. You know what I'm saying? So if it's good or it's bad, that's up to you. Now, when we get to Jupiter is in Libra. So, wait a minute. I want to go back to Mars being in Cancer too. Now, I don't like to leave stuff out. Now, Virgos, your sun sign in Virgo. Now, you're going to witness opportunities to overcare, right? So, try to balance this out, because you could be over caring about stuff that's not worth caring about. So learn how to balance that out. You're going to have a good sense of what to care about, not to care about, but that's still going to keep being thrown in your face as a Virgo, because you know what I'm saying, right now Mars is in a sextile, so it's creating opportunities. It's in the water sextile, so it's creating opportunities for emotional responses and emotional stances. So it's just going to keep throwing up in your face of, you know what I'm saying, opportunities to disagree or agree, or opportunities to be critical or uncritical, or opportunities that for your intent to be seen as aggressive. And if you know how to relax this, you know what I'm saying, you may be seen as like you changed in one day, but you won't be seen as aggressive, and that's a positive. You know what I'm saying? Now Jupiter is in Libra, so there's like a semi issues right here. So you're not really developing, the energy is not actually attacking you with this Jupiter right here. You're more, you can sit back and look at and eat popcorn while other people are going through experiences, because Jupiter brings experiences. It brings wisdom and knowledge. And right now it's in Libra, and by your sun being in Virgo is the previous sign. So you're not going to be dealing with, you're not catching any direct energies, just minus energies. Like when it's time for you to like relate to people is based upon your experiences or what you have learned and stuff like that. A lot of times you may get too reserved, or you may not want to speak about what you personally are into or what you personally like to analyze. You may feel better or more comfortable dissecting and analyzing someone else's experience and whatever they're going through and their wisdom level. And then when you don't give nothing to offer, it could become unrelatable, or you could be looked at as judgmental and things of that nature. So you want to make sure you're not doing that. But for the most part, you're not catching any direct energies. That's just the only negative it can happen right there. You know what I'm saying? And Saturn is in Sagittarius. So right here, this is a square. So anytime there's a square, that's a learning process. So right now, it's not making sense to you how other people are gaining structure in their life. 1 second, please. 1 second. Hello? Alright, here I come. Sorry about that, y'all. Here I come. Give me 1 second. 1 second. One second. You know what I'm saying? Because look, this Virgo. So we gotta handle business, right? So if you're a Virgo, you understand, right? You gotta understand. Got to. Sorry, Virgos. Sorry, Virgos. I know y'all understand. Like, I had to take care of some motherfucking business real quick. You know what I'm saying? Just handle that real quick. And I know my Virgos got patience. I know y'all can be nerve-wracking. I know y'all probably want to hit that smoke real quick, that little cigarette that you had real quick. Oh, what I do with my lokes? I don't know what I did with my other lokes, but you know, I'm gonna wear these ones. But I know you had that little cigarette break. Just look at it like that. Look at it as like a break time at work. That you could go hit that little smoke real quick, or you could go think or go get on your phone real quick. Go throw out a little practical messages real quick to some people, you know what I'm saying, to make them think something that ain't really real, but you try to, you know what I'm saying? Y'all know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? I apologize. You know what I'm saying? But as far as anything else, you know what I'm saying? I apologize. But as long as y'all know it was about the business, I'm pretty sure y'all gonna apologize. I mean, I'm pretty sure y'all gonna accept my apology. Now, you know what I'm saying, for the most part. And we were just on the last part anyway. It's like the way people gain a structure in their life, the way people are doing things, and the way people are saying, the way people are gaining structure in their life, and what they're putting boundaries and restrictions and limits on, and what they're not putting boundaries and restrictions and limits on. You don't understand that right now. You really don't understand. Like, as a Virgo sun right now, you don't even understand how people are popping right now. Like, how are, like, you may see a person who got a new car. The common sense that you usually have is usually alignment with the Torah right now, but the way people are doing it now it doesn't even make sense, because Sagittarius Saturn is in Sagittarius right now. So the way people are gaining stability in their life right now is in a seeing and a feeling type of way, a fire way, a spiritual way. So right now it's like you're looking at it like, damn, this doesn't even make sense. How is this person hot? This doesn't even make sense. How is this person making this much money? This doesn't even make sense. Why do everybody like them? Virgos is going to go through it right now, because the way y'all gain stability in your life is already on chord. But by Saturn being a Sagittarius, that's mixing the pot up a little bit. So it's making y'all, it's forcing y'all to add spirituality. It's forcing y'all to add mysticism, astrology. It's forcing y'all to add meaning and reasoning to things that seem to be down to earth and reality based. So it's gonna fuck up you Virgos just a little bit, but this is a good informative time for you, because once this time passes, you're gonna have so much information on how to really bring things into this reality. And then when this time passes, the people who getting their things based upon inspirations, like me, I'm all fire, you know what I'm saying? That shit ain't gonna work in a couple months. And y'all gonna be able to take all the wisdom and knowledge that y'all got from people like me or another air sign, and y'all gonna be able to use that for some real shit. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, this is always a gift or curse to everything, but I'm just letting you know that's how it is. So don't get discouraged just because you're seeing people doing some bunch of fuck shit and they still getting the shit that you want. And you like, what the fuck is this shit? You know what I'm saying? Even my females out there, you see other females out here doing fucking a whole bunch of guys and doing this, that, and third, stealing from stores and getting away with it. And as soon as you do it, you get caught because you was too practical. You thought too much about it in the scene. So it's like you kind of gotta act better than the people who in your own age group, and you feel like, damn, I want to live too. Yeah, you Virgos got it hard right now with Saturn being a Sagittarius, but for the most part, what I can say is just go ahead, feel comfortable with adding meaning and reasoning. Everything doesn't have to make sense. You know what I'm saying? And you're gonna be able to relax. Trust me. Stay safe, my Virgos. Now let's go to the next one. Here.